Patnagar, and I am with you with the era of Advanced Business and Financial Management. That is ABFM. So let's talk about it in detail now. Okay, here comes the first question. This is the master class that we are conducting for ABFM today. So let's talk about it in detail, what exactly is to be done in terms of this examination and how we should pursue the first module. Okay, today's class is all about questions related to the area of module A altogether, the basics I would say of management or the management process, which is module A. So that will help you to understand the entire topic of the management in terms of ABFM, as it starts with management, right? Management is the first level, then you understand the financial management, and along with that you will be learning about the various advanced levels of management. Okay, the first question says the process of transferring the authority from the top to the lower levels of organization is called delegation, organizational hierarchy, or then comes the authority and responsibility, flow of and then is flow of authority. What is the correct answer in this case? When we talk about transferring of authority from the higher level to the lower level, in this case the higher level is giving the power to the lower level to work according to the entire scenario, right? Okay. So in this case, what would be the correct answer? The correct answer will be delegation. Delegation means to share the power with the lower levels. That means if a superior will share his power with subordinates, it's called delegation. Okay? When the power is shared between S1, S2, S3, that is 3 different levels, this is called decentralization. This is called decentralization. Next point. The first question says, having an integrated and centralized system, greater emphasis on production, concentration on errors and their rectification, and assuming employees' continuity irrespective of the organizational changes. These are features of what? Motivation, new classical school. Classical schools are management size. When we talk about the area of having an integrated and centralized system, when we are looking forward to such a system there, that is integrated and centralized plus greater emphasis on, this was a part of the classical school. In the classical school, they used to talk about integration. They used to talk about the area where okay, they were talking about the area of greater emphasis since industrialization had just happened. So they were more focused towards production. Secondly, they were looking forward towards people as just mere machines who were supposed to work for them. So technically, greater emphasis was on production, concentration on errors, and rectification was also there. And employees' continuity, irrespective of organizational changes, was also to be included. So in this case, the correct answer is classical school. Under classical schools, the people included the philosophers who were strongly related to the industrialization. So they were just looking at industries. They were just looking at productivity, not the individual personalities, not looking at motivation, demotivation, all those things in terms of a person. Free products under this model may be offered at a very low cost to increase the market share and for saturating the market to make everybody talk about the product as a great brand and industry standard. This is basically one of the business models. So which particular model is used here? Blockbuster model, profit multiplier, entrepreneurial, or de facto industry model? Which model are they talking about? Okay, when we talk about, we are giving free products. For example, this is done by Microsoft as well. This is one of the examples. First of all, they offered it at a very low price and then they started increasing the price because right now everybody needs Microsoft. So then once the need arises, you can increase the price. So that is where you become a greater brand. Blockbuster is keeping the patents and everything with you. Profit multiplier is focusing on the profit area. Entrepreneur is based upon the entrepreneur. है ना? While de facto industry model is when you make people used to and then you increase the price over the period of time. So overall, we are offering at a lower cost to increase the market share. Once you have got the market, then it's time to increase. Geo did the same thing, right? So first of all, you make a quality, then you make money out of it. In this case, the correct answer would be de facto industry standard model. Next question. A dash, on the other hand, is a blueprint, layout, design. Okay, this has to be 1 and this has to be 2. Idea used to accomplish the specific goal. Okay, it has to go like this. I hope it's visible now in a better way. Okay, visible now? First is a pattern, an arrangement in terms of a program or a scheme for a definite purpose. Second is basically a blueprint, layout, design of the same. Is it strategy and plan? First one, the first blank is strategy, second blank is plan. Then we have plan and strategy. Then we have vision and mission and mission and vision. In this case, I think what we can see is first is an arrangement. So this is most probably plan. And then when you try to achieve that plan, that is called, that is called strategy. Okay? It is actually, now since I've changed the places, it has to be B. I have changed the portion because it was written on the other hand. So that is the first one and the second one. So I am just correcting it. Apologies. Corrected everyone. Next question. The next question says demand may be created by spending huge amounts on advertising and creating awareness about the distinct advantage of the advertised products. So basically we are looking forward towards creating a demand by advertising it. For example, Bonvita was nothing. It started advertising itself a lot. So it is related to a corporate strategy, organizational strategy, functional strategy, or none of the above. When we are trying to create huge amounts of demand by advertising, it's a corporate strategy. No, this is not an industry based, neither an organization based. This is what only a specific department will be handling. And that is why that is called the advertising or the selling department. They will be taking care of it. The correct answer is functional strategy. Okay, next question. This type of organizational structure promotes flexibility and initiative. See, if we want to add more, we can add more. Sometimes organizations are looking forward towards growth now. So how can I look forward towards growth, everyone? How can I look forward towards growth? The best way to look forward towards growth is that we introduce more and more brands, right? For example, if I talk about Maggi, what did Maggi do? Maggi was only one particular noodle-based organization. Then it started the area of magic masala. It has also got pastas. It has also got ketchup as other sources as well. So in this case, what are they delivering? They are having functional structure, divisional structure, decentralization, or delegation. Now they are developing a divisional structure. That means in terms of Hindustan Unilever Limited, for example, they started Ponds and then they started one more organization, then they started one more organization. So they're adding more and more organizations at the queue now. That is called a divisional structure. Divisional structure means if you want to add something, you want to reduce something, you can do it accordingly. Okay? Next, identify the dimension of the characteristic of the management. It is multidimensional, which specifies the task of management. It is to make the strengths of the human resource effective and their weakness irrelevant towards achieving the organization's objectives. Management at work, just a moment, I think I just did 5 points. Management at work, management of people, management of operations, and management of goals. In this case, what would be the correct answer? It would be, we are looking forward towards human resources now. We're looking at the people who are working with us. So technically, if I talk about the answer there, the answer would be management of people. We are trying to manage the people who are working with us. Okay? So this particular characteristics relates to the area of management of people. Then next, combination of functional departments with product or project organization is known as project organization, matrix organization, line and staff organization, and functional organization. Acha, when we talk about functional organization, functional means we have advertising department, we have production department, we have sales department, we have finance department. So we have different departments. When you have different departments, it's called functional departments. Now what they do is, for every single project, when we have different projects in the organization, so what we do is, there are different projects. Project 1, project 2. From every department, we will introduce one person, so that there is a team which takes care of this working, just like this is a kind of pilot company that you can see, where every single member would be doing one particular role. So this is a group which is formed, and multiple groups would be formed like this. They are called matrix organization, right? Matrix organization is a structure which talks about organization is grouped by both product and function. Okay, here comes the next question. Motivating factors, that is company policy and administration, technical supervision, interpersonal relationship with peers. That is motivating. Then we have maintenance factors are what? There are two things in the organization. One is motivating and one is maintenance factors. Motivating are one which will improve my working in the organization. Maintenance is the one which is going to be of the same way. That means that doesn't really change anything in my life. Maintenance is related to the area of a business where we will be talking about, see, if I have better lighting, I won't be motivated, but I'll be relieved, at least I can work within peace, isn't it? So in this case, first is motivating factors. Motivating means something that motivates me to get something. While if we talk about maintenance factors, these are those factors which relate to the area of the business where it is talking about maintenance is about, that is requirement, necessity. For example, better sanitation. In the organization, there should be proper washrooms and there should be water facilities so people can go to the washroom, and at the same time there should be proper salary, at least, because if they're not paying salary, why should I work for you? I know, one of the basic things. So salary is also a necessity there. Then it is a maintenance factors. Then in the maintenance factors, we also have the area of better lighting. We would want better infrastructure for the organization. These are not something that will motivate me to work in the organization. Array, the organization has awesome building. That will not motivate me. But what will motivate me is better professional opportunities. But think about it. If the organization is having lack of infrastructure, lack of sanitation facilities, lack of lighting, even if they are providing me everything, I'll ultimately say no to them. Why? Because the basics are gone. So maintenance factors, their presence will not motivate me, but their absence will irritate me. That is maintenance factors. Motivating is when you have it or you want it now, you'll do something for it. So it is related to the area of interrelationship with supervisors, interrelationship with subordinates, salary, job security, all those things are a part of it. Or motivating factors are achievement, recognition, advancement opportunities for growth. So what do you think would be a part of it? So this is your 1, then this is your 2, and this is your 3. So according to you, which one is correct? It is actually 2 and 3. That is maintenance factors and motivating factors. Motivating factors are achievement. I will get something out of it. Recognition. I will be recognized in the organization. Advancement. We are making something out of it. No? Then opportunity for growth. There is a scope of growth. Responsibility and work itself. These are things that will pump me up to work. By company policy and administration, technical supervision, interpersonal relationship with peers, interpersonal relationship with supervisors, interpersonal relationship with subordinates, salary, job security, all these things are maintenance factors. I have to maintain them. Na? Their presence will not make me motivated. I won't feel really happy about it. But their absence will start irritating me. What's the policy? I don't know about the organization. Technical supervision is missing. Why is the salary not given to me properly? Where is the job security? All these questions are basics for a person. Their presence will not motivate us, but their absence will be creating an uncertainty. So we'll be looking forward towards not looking at it just because these things are absent. So there's a fine line of difference between motivating and maintenance factors. Next point, Sakshi Pathak is considering the following questions and she approaches a planning period. What industries should we get into or out of? In which businesses should the corporation invest money? Which of the following levels would be appropriate to address the thing that she is facing? So first is corporate level, business level, operational or functional. The person can work at any of these levels now, isn't it? So what would be the answer there? Sakshi Pathak is considering the following questions. She's thinking about what should we do. She is looking forward towards industries. She's talking about corporation of investing money. All those things are not at the organizational level, isn't it? This is at a higher level. This is basically related to the corporate level, because this is not at a business level only. Na? We're just looking at expansion of the business, growth of the business. It is not functional. It is not operational. Functional is department, finance department, this department, that department. So functional level is definitely not there. Next is operational level. This is the basic level of working. Business level is when you are reaching the level of that particular business itself. Corporate is top level management, when they are looking forward towards industrial growth altogether. So that is corporate level. So there are different levels. Operational is when who are working for the organization. That is operational level. Okay, next. The Sohan works as a production manager in Sharks Enterprises Limited. He has been given the task to getting 1000 units of hand-woven table mats manufactured at the cost of 150 unit per day per unit within 10 days. In order to acknowledge as an effective manager, he must ensure that the cost of production does not exceed 150 per unit. The work is completed within 10 days, right? And next is okay. In this case, what will be the answer? The cost of production does not exceed 150. Achha, when we talk about this question now, it is based upon efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency and effectiveness. Effective has T inside it. This is target completion. And this has C inside it. This is cost. So if you finish within this particular cost, you are being efficient. If you finish within 10 days, you are being effective. So in this case, whenever we talk about the work is completed within 10 days, this is effective. But you are spending more money is basically not good. That is, you are not being efficient because you are using more money than what was required. right? Done? Okay. In this case, the correct answer is the work is completed within 10 days. We have to finish it off within the period of 10 days itself. Management is equally important to run a political organization as it is to run an economic organization. Management is important in every organization. How can I say that it's not required in every organization? School requires it, college requires it, even temple requires it, church requires it. Everywhere you go, you'll require it. Which feature of management is being reflected in the given statement? It is goal-oriented, multidimensional, or pervasive, or a group activity. When we talk about management, management is something that is what? It is goal-oriented means looking at the goal. Multidimensional means you are looking at people, you are looking at their work, and to finish the work, you have to do some allied operations as well. Now, for example, if we are in the office, the work is related to generation of revenue for the organization. But there are people who are cleaning the organization. There are people who are being support to the organization. They are looking into the repair and maintenance. So they are doing the operations so that work can continue. So that is multi-dimensional. 3D. People, work, operations. All pervasive means required at every level and in every organization. That is C. And D is management is a group activity. The correct answer is it is management is all pervasive. Next is planning cannot foresee everything and thus there may be obstacles to effective planning. Identify the rated limitation of planning. Planning leads to rigidity. Planning may not work in dynamic environment. Planning does not guarantee success or planning reduces creativity. Planning cannot foresee everything. See, the point is true. You cannot say that since I've seen everything, this is what it is going to happen in terms of planning there. Planning cannot foresee everything. That is true. But this particular thing is related to planning leads to rigidity. No. Foresee anything is related to uncertainty, isn't it? How can I say that that since I've planned everything will go accordingly, right? Things can vary even, na? So there is no chance that everything will go as per that particular plan that we would have formed, right? So planning cannot foresee everything. We cannot see everything that is going to happen in future, and thus there may be obstacles to effective planning. There can be situations where we are not able to achieve that part. We have to identify the limitation that we are talking about. Rigidity is about being rigid in terms of your working. Planning may not work in dynamic environment. Planning does not guarantee success. The point is there are obstacles in future. That means you, even if you look at future, you cannot change it. Sometimes there are so many variable factors which can affect you. So in this case, it does not work in the dynamic environment. है ना? So when things are changing a lot, you cannot just say that my plan will work out. It can definitely be affected. Planning does not guarantee success. True. And then planning reduces creativity. When we are planning something, at that point of time, brainstorming, thinking, decision making, meeting, everything is going on. But after we have started the plan now, we will always tell the person that, sir, cannot change it further. The plan is already made. I am really sorry. So in this case, the problem that would arise is that even if we would want to change a few things, we cannot. Right? So the point that would arise is that planning would reduce creativity. Even if one wants to be creative now, they cannot remain creative. Right? Next point, authority is right to do something, ability to do something, derived from many sources or not visible from organizational chart. When we talk about authority, authority is power. I have the power that has been taken from the organization itself. Organization structure has given me the top level. Nobody else gave me the top level. organization gave me the top level in terms of working, that Niharika ma'am, you will be staying here at this position. So that means I am given the authority or